Interesting. I don't know if we're streaming or not. Let's try this again. Check. I guess we are. I see you guys in here. What's going on, kids, boys and girls, dogs and cats, elephants and giraffes, and everything and one else? Why is this not showing up yet over here on my channel? Or maybe it is. I don't know. Still trying to iron this OBS studio thing out. And catch myself over here on my channel. I should be popping up. What did you guys get for a thumbnail when the stream popped up? There it is. Okay, it's just being it's like me, it's being a little slow. Okay, it's just there we go. Being okay. So, what's up, Mr. Gash, Matt, SEC Dog, Hound Dog, Aaron, the General, Shannon Mitchell, and everyone else? As Bad Dog would say, Ryan, what's happening? Niner, bang that thumbs up button when you come in. Mr. Bad Dog, my main man. I just mentioned you, man. I ripped you off there. I said, bang that thumbs up. Everybody subscribe and go see my boy, Mr. Bad Dog. If you've not already hit him up and subscribed and rang his bell, you're probably more dumb than I am. You know, it's not generally something you want to say to your people, but let's face it, if you're not subscribed to Bad Dog, there's something wrong with you. Bad Dog must have the night off or something to be in here. But I do appreciate it, man. So, I've debated over the last few minutes whether or not to talk about this. But I'm going to. Even though there's only 11 people in here right now. Maybe I should wait. I'd like to wait for Vodka Drinker to come in here if he's not in here. Ryan, my man, I love you, but you've always been, and everyone else. What's up, Dominator? Good to see you in here, Megatron. I'm going to go ahead and mention it. Yes, this is the Lou story, Aaron. I don't know exactly what happened last night over on Lou's stream, and I don't want to talk about this very long because I really don't want to bring it back up, but I can't help it because last night in the comments, I'm not going to mention names, but someone said that I opened the door for that person because on my stream, I guess I talked about being a recovering drug addict, which I am, and which everyone knows. But last night, Uncle Lou on his show, which, you know, Uncle Lou gets a lot of people in his show every night. You know, even in the off season, he's going to bring in a couple hundred people on a bad night. And some jerk called his show last night. I missed it. I came in late. But some jerk off called in his show. I don't know, General. I still don't know. Called in his show and said some very vile things. I do know what was said because I was told. It doesn't matter what he said. What's up, Michael? But the gravity and the disgustingosity of the things this asshole said to Uncle Lou, well, quite frankly, it pissed me off too, and I didn't even get to hear it. So alcoholics and drug addicts and any other people with bad addictions like that, we're always going to stick up for each other. And if you're in here and you're not a member of that fraternity, if you want to call it that, if you're not a member of that type of disease, and trust me, it is a disease. You won't understand. So, I'm not really going to say anything more than that, other than, like I said, somehow my name got mentioned in the comments, and it kind of threw me for a loop, because I just got in there, and I'm like, all of a sudden, how the hell did I get dragged into this? And apparently, because the person that called in and said it is also one of the people that listens to my show, and because earlier in the evening on my stream I mentioned, drug addiction, talking about myself, not about anyone else, somehow I guess I opened the door for this jerk off to call Uncle Lou. So, Mr. Jerk Off, if you happen to be watching this right now and not commenting, you have a permanent kiss my mother, son of a bitchin' mother. There. Okay, I'm done. So now, on to what we're here to talk about tonight, which is whatever you want to talk about. That's the beauty and the lovingness of a random BVD live stream. We don't have to watch any sports. We don't have to hear me do any terrible play-by-play. We don't have to hear me talk about big and little willies and boners and, stuff like that. You guys can talk about whatever you want to talk about. And I'm the type of dude where I can talk about anything. And, I've got a pretty good IQ, pretty high IQ for a guy with no teeth. So, if teeth and IQs went hand in hand, I'd be in trouble. Fortunately for me, teeth have nothing to do with IQs, therefore I'm covered. So whatever you guys want to talk about in my pay grade, it's on. I don't care. Pro wrestling, I knew it. I knew somebody was going to bring up pro wrestling. You really probably don't want to know what I think about pro wrestling. I think it's very entertaining. I think for guys and gals that like pro wrestling, it's a fantastic form of entertainment. I just don't care for it myself, personally. If I want to watch a couple of dudes scantily half-dressed roll around on a mat and sweat with each other, I'll go to Georgia or Alabama and hang out at a football game. Other than that, I got no desire to watch that stuff. Yeah, I know I've heard that one too, Bad Dog. I've heard some King Kong Bundy is one reference. I even had somebody say that I looked a lot like Ravishing Randy. I don't know if there is a Ravishing Randy anybody. I just thought I'd say that. But some of the names, all right, General, some of the names I remember back when I was a kid growing up, I guess the Iron Sheik. Bad Dog, you can help me out here because we're in the same neighborhood. Oh, now Bad Dog's going to leave me. Anybody in here near my age can help me with, like back in the day, Blackjack Mulligan is a name that I remember. Oh, he is? No way, Michael. Are you serious? Goldberg's going to be here? What's he going to be doing? Now, I might actually go see him because that dude was pretty cool. Very intimidating. I'd like to go stand next to Goldberg and see if he stacks up to my amazing physique. What's going on, Space Mountain? One thing, yeah, he was Dominator. The only thing wrong with Goldberg is he played football at Georgia. I wouldn't doubt that a bit if you're not joking, Ryan. I know Kane is from, I think, originally from Sevier County. Aaron, I'm about 5'9" now. Somewhere in that neighborhood. I'm not very tall. I've lost an inch and a half through back surgeries. What's up, Corey? Pop, what's going on, Matt? Yeah, I lost about an inch and a half through back surgery. Yeah, I knew that Dominator. Rock played for the Canes. I didn't know you were a Canes fan. That's cool, Ryan. I guess if Arnold Schwarzenegger can be the governor of California, then Kane can certainly be the mayor of Knox County. Which everybody knows being the mayor of Knox County is far more important than being the governor of California. You know, that's knowledge right there that everyone should be familiar with and aware of. Canes and Colts, okay. Now, were you a Colts fan before? Were you a Colts fan pre-Peyton or post-Peyton? You know. Hey, Aaron, I'm going to start working my way towards some high school stuff over the next few weeks, and one of the things I'm going to see if I can't get done is an interview with the new coach at Greenville. You know, Coach Ballard, the outgoing and former coach of the Green Devils, he wasn't the type. He didn't like doing interviews. And although he would do them with like WJH, you know, he'd do them with the TV stations and the radio stations and stuff like that. And he maybe would have given me an interview if I'd have really, you know, hounded him about it and all that. But I never did that because he gave me such amazing access to the program that I just never pushed him on it. But now that I'm kind of sort of, you know, actually kind of sort of, you know, a professional, not professional, but a legit media person, I'm going to try and pin Coach Hammonds down for an interview. Obviously, he's under no obligation to, you know, to grant me that. But I think he will. I hope he will anyway. Mainly, you know, I just hope that everything remains status quo. What's up, Hoss? You the man, Hoss. But anyway, I knew you might be interested in the Aaron being the high school football aficionado that you are, sir. I wanted to do more high school football stuff outside of Greenville this year, but between Greenville and Tennessee, I don't know that I'll have the time. You know, I just don't know if I'll have the time. How do I get the banner to roll across the bottom like that? That is, Bad Dog, that's a program called OBS. And I could have had this stupid thing all along, but I thought I needed a computer with an i5 or better processor. Lo and behold, the other night, I said, you know what? I'm just going to try and download this and see what happens. And I downloaded it, and dude, it downloads literally in like 5 seconds. And it works. So do it. Try it. You know, if you're interested in doing the ticker like that, I know your streams are doing just fine as they are. But hey, it never hurts to drop a little info down there too, right? Yes, I am, Hoss. I'm down with OBS. I'm in the beginning stages of learning how to do it. I've already spent many hours fiddle farting around with it, and that is an official East Tennessee hyphenated word, fiddle fart. I fiddle farted around with this thing for hours, and I've accidentally erased stuff, and I've made all kinds of horrible mistakes. But you being the smart guy that you are, Bad Dog, you'll probably, if you download this on your computer, you know, you'll probably have it mastered in 10 minutes. So I would highly suggest it. And, you know, if you don't like it, you can always delete it and go back to what you're doing. Hey, you can even, Bad Dog, you can even take a picture or get an image of those bags of pretzels and put them up there to get them off your couch. How about that? Sorry about it, guys. I'm still chock full of nasty congestion and stuff in my lungs. And, you know, to celebrate that and to help that along, I think I'll have a cigarette. Once again, trying to get over this, whatever it is I've got. But yeah, Dominator, in case anybody doesn't know, Dominator 24 in the room is Well, we're not related because we're just not related. But I don't know if he wants me to say this or not. I don't think it would be a problem. He is my stepdaughter's husband. So he's a very cool dude. And you should go subscribe to his YouTube channel. And let me hook you up here, Dominator. Hang on. I know you probably won't be in my streams much, but there you go. I add you as a mod. He does gaming, so if you're a gamer, you will definitely enjoy Dominator's channel. So go check him out. What's up, Jamie? How's it going? Yeah, man. What's going on with everybody tonight? It's Friday night. I'm hate that you guys are spending your Friday night in here with me, but on the flip side of that, I love the fact that you're spending your Friday nights in here with me. That's awesome. I have no life, so I've got to get on here and talk to you guys to help me get through it, get through the garbage. Yes, Dominator, you make sure you tell Jackie and them youngins that I said hello and I love you all very much. You guys are awesome people, and I miss Jackie, and I hate that I didn't get to know you. But it's not too late, we need to all hang out sometime, for sure. Just because, I'm not married to Jackie's mom anymore doesn't mean anything. What's going on, Hound Dog? What's going on, Matt? I see my name popping up a lot in the chats down here, and I'm trying to keep up with everybody's comments. And again, sorry for this sniffage. I can't help it. I'm full of it, so to speak. Everybody knows I'm full of shit, but now I'm full of snot too. Thank you, Hoss. You're a good liar. What? Waiting for the season 8? Oh, patiently waiting for season 8 premiere of what, Aaron? I missed the first part. I'm gonna guess Game of Thrones, possibly. Oh yeah, Michael. Next Saturday's gonna be the Shizniz. Bad Dog, you need to come down to Knoxville next Saturday. Hey, man, Bad Dog, appreciate you stopping in. Always happy to have you here. Always, you're welcome anytime, my brother. Go do your thing. And me and you need to talk about this super chat stuff. What YouTube is doing is a bunch of crap, and we'll talk more about that later. Appreciate the super chat, incidentally, since I said that. As soon as I said it, you popped up with a super chat. But enjoy your stream tonight, and I'll stop by for a minute and bang your thumb for you, Bad Dog. Once again, guys, Mr. Bad Dog 7676. If you aren't subbed, get your asses over there. Click the little 3 dots beside his name. Go to his channel. Sub him up. Ring his bell. And do yourself a favor and watch him. He does pretty good play-by-play. You won't hear Bad Dog say Boner and Little Willie and stuff like that. He's more of a professional type play-by-play guy. So yeah, go check him out. Ever heard of Steam Labs? No, I have not. You'll have to clue me in on that. I know. What is it? Patreon. I should have Patreon already attached to this channel, but I don't. I would really prefer, and any donations that people make to help out people's channels, is awesome. And every dime that's ever been thrown my way on here, I'm greatly appreciative of and grateful for. But Patreon, I'm hearing, is the way to go. They don't rip us off as much. They take a small portion, which all of these people do, but they seem to take less than some of the others. And if you guys are donating your hard-earned money to me and Bad Dog, Uncle Lou, Catfish, all of these people, you're donating your money, hello Ryan, to everybody. That means that you appreciate what we do and you're wanting to help out. That money should go to that person. I know that you guys don't want to see the money you're donating going to some jackleg mystery man, at YouTube or wherever. the shit goes when it don't come to us. So there's that. All that basically means is if you want to donate $100 to a YouTuber on Super Chat, in order for that person to get $100, you more or less got to donate probably twice that. Well, there's a little information for you. So let that one sink in. Reaction videos. You know what? I think you're probably right, Jamie. And I've thought about it. What kind of reaction videos? I'm not going to do music reaction videos. I guess I could, but there's a billion people doing those right now. So, thank you, Roland. Appreciate it a lot. My cigarette went out. That's probably a good idea. Or a good thing. But yeah, you guys send me some suggestions, on what kind of reaction videos you think that I would be good at, or not good at, but BVD reacts to EDP. That would be a lot of cussing, wouldn't it, General? It'd be like, you son of a beep, 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 nigga, beep, 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 fat ass, beep, beep. That's about all that reaction would be. To Tennessee recruits, you know what? I don't know. I could try doing reaction videos to football players, but that's kind of already out there too. Catfish did some of that last year, and I don't want to be accused of ripping him off. And I know more than one person can do a reaction video to the same thing. I probably will, SEC Dog. I'll try to do some play-by-play this year to some Tennessee games. That could get interesting. Reactions on amazing plays and not players. Yeah, that's possible, Dominator. I could do something like that. The key to a reaction video, in my opinion, is it's got to be a genuine reaction. A lot of people, it's hard to tell. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry, Vodka, I didn't see that you had come in. ASMR. I don't get it. Help me out, Vodka. I keep seeing the ASMR comments, and I know what ASMR videos are, but, help me out with that. Why do those comments keep getting made? And I addressed the Uncle Lou situation at the beginning of the stream, Vodka. If you want to go back and watch it, of course, you're more than welcome to. But anyway, the key to... You always thought EDP was food stamps. That's funny. He's definitely got something to do with food. The key to reaction videos is it has to be legit, and it's got to be a reaction, in my opinion, to something the person has never seen before. You watch a lot of these reaction videos now, and you don't know if the people have already seen whatever they're reacting to, a dozen times before, or if it's actually legitimately the first time they've seen it. And so there you go. If I'm going to do a reaction video, it's going to be reaction videos to stuff I've never seen before. So, one thing, I'll give you a list of some things I will not do reaction videos to. Rap music. Ain't doing it. Country music. Ain't doing it. Heavy metal music. Ain't doing it. Are you getting the drift here? Basically, I'm not going to do music reactions. I'd like to do, funny stuff reactions. And I'd like to do some of those bad lip reading videos again. I don't know if I know you guys probably know what the bad lip reading videos are. But if you're a somewhat new subscriber to my channel, and by new, I say within the last 4 or 5 years, you probably have never seen my bad lip reading videos. I did a few of them a few years ago. Man, those things are hard to do. You guys ought to try that shit sometimes. I don't know how those guys do it, man. And I mean, they're awesome. Type 1, if you've seen the bad lip reading videos, any of them. You know, the football, the Walking Dead, any bad lip reading video. If you've seen one, give me a 1 down there. There you go, vodka. Now that's an original idea, or at least to me it is. Hey, okay, so like I figured, most people have seen bad lip reading videos. Tell me this wouldn't be freaking hilarious. This would be a good reaction, and more than likely I probably wouldn't last very long doing it because I would probably get kicked out of their parking lot pretty quick. But this is do player highlight reactions. Yeah, I'll do Florida player highlight reactions, Ryan. You'd like that, wouldn't you? I've always said that this would be a funny video idea, and you guys tell me if it would or not. So I'm going to take my camera down to the local sporting goods store. Oh, I don't know, let's say Dick's Sporting Goods. And I want to set my camera up and interview people coming out of the Dick's Sporting Goods store. Hand to God, I'm going to be just as serious as I can. When they come out, I'm going to stop them and say, "Hi, my name is so-and-so. I'm with so-and-so TV. I'd like to ask you a few questions about your shopping experience. And good evening, Michael. So did you like the product selection here at the sporting goods store?" "Yes, I did." "So did you like the availability of the products here at Dick's Sporting Goods?" "Yes, I did. They had very good, selectability." "So did you like the service that you got here at Dick's? Were the people friendly? Were they good to you?" "Yes, they were really good." Ask them about 5 questions about Dick's Sporting Goods, and then finish it up by saying, "So what you're telling me, sir, is basically you like Dick's." And then just sit there and wait to see how long it takes them to catch what I just said. I think that would be hilarious. Especially if some dude punched the shit out of me for that. Now that would be hilarious. That'd be the reaction that I'd be going for, some dude punching me. Believe me, I've been thinking about this for years. I just don't know if to be honest, I don't know if I have the balls to do it or not. Survives fall off of 150-foot cliff. Well, I guess I could do that, Aaron. There's been a lot of reaction video people over the years that made a pretty good living. What's up, Matt? Pretty good living doing reaction videos. And what's the dude's name? Damn it. It's all the guy did was he would play videos. He would play other YouTubers' videos and talk about it. God, I can't remember his name. He was kind of... I can't believe I'm drawing a blank. He had cartoon background behind him. It looked like comic strips, and he was in the corner, and he Ray William Johnson. That dude made a mint making basically reaction videos. So if you're going to do reaction videos, I think it's got to be something pretty original. In order for it to take off. I could do cow tipping reaction videos. How about that? Since cow tipping seems to be my niche here on YouTube. Well, vodka, that's a good idea, but I have a pretty good reason for why I probably shouldn't be hanging out in Walmart parking lots reacting to people and sticking a video camera in their face. Even though I guess Walmart is a public place, I guess it's also at the same time they can say it's a private place. Are you going to let us call in on your show soon, like Catfish and Lou? General, I definitely want to do that, but I don't have the capability other than my phone to do it like I do when Catfish calls in. And I think Lou used to do this when he started taking calls. He just used his phone, and he'd set his phone right by the mic and put him on speakerphone and take calls. That's how I do it with ACP Carter when he joins me and co-hosts. That's how I do it with Catfish when he co-hosts. And it works fine. Everybody said, you guys all say you can hear the audio fine. The problem with that, obviously, is I don't want to give my phone number out to, publicly. And I've been thinking about this. I could always get another phone and another phone number from where my service is, because it would only cost me like an extra $20 a month. So we'll see. Favorite video of my favorite video of mine? Is that what you're asking, Jamie? I guess that's what you're asking. Wait a minute, Dominator, let's see. Go on Davis Street and ask if someone wants these hands. Wait a minute. I'm an idiot, I guess, Vodka. Or, Dominator. Hey, man, that's something you and I could do together. We should team up and do some videos like that. What do you think? Do prank? Oh, hell no, Dominator. I am not doing pranks on police. No, sirree. Yeah. Oh, you're talking about like Roman Atwood. Hell no. Those would be funny, but I don't want to rip Roman Atwood off. I wouldn't mind ripping off his success. That would be amazing. And he is, to me, the ultimate prankster. Him and what was his partner's name, Dominator? I guess they went their separate ways. Now that Roman's got 45 kids and, a 50-acre home in the outskirts of Columbus, Ohio. All right, take care, Ryan. Go get you a new team to pull for and then come back and see us. There's all kinds of possibilities out there. Yeah, I never thought I'd say this, Jamie, but I kind of miss Angry Grandpa videos too. I can't stand Michael. I hate to say that, but that dude he just always got on my nerves. And my memory is horrible. Somebody asked me something a second ago. I see that Space Mountain about Uncle Lou using that app. And some people use Skype. I can get a junk phone, Vodka, Some of the phones they give you when you add another line are junk. And, that'd be fine. Oh, favorite video of mine, Jamie asked. My favorite video of all time of mine that I made is no longer available. And I'm very upset about that because I'm not ashamed to say it, and it was an amazing video. And I don't know how many of you newer subscribers got to see it, but it's a music video that I made about 10 years ago now to a Van Zant song called I Can't Help Myself. And in the song, the guy's talking about, basically, he's talking about he's messed up, he's got a problem with drugs and alcohol, and he can't help himself, and he needs God, or he needs Jesus. He's begging Jesus to help him. And I actually did. You remember that one, Aaron? Do you really remember that? Well, that's cool if you guys remember that. So, I did my own music video to that, and I got rid of it when I first partnered up. I knew Haas would remember it. When I first got partnered on YouTube, I deleted the damn thing because I thought they would hit me for copyright with it being a Van Zant song. And the really bummer thing about that is one of the guys in Van Zant sent me a personal message one time about that video I did, and he said, I'm not going to lie, your video is better than the video we made. And that just blew me away. And, I used to get people every day would message me and, and tell me that video helped save their lives and, you know, it was racking up the views, and it was doing really well. And I'd give anything if I could find someone that had ripped that video and saved it. But I can't find a soul that saved that video. And I can't believe I didn't. But back then I wasn't smart enough to, you know, to save them. I must not be any smarter now, because I still don't save videos. I'll keep them for a little while and then delete them. Damn, I'm never going to get that cigarette smoked. It keeps burning out. Yes, Jamie, I made that video with myself, a $30 flip phone, or not flip phone, flip camera. You guys remember those flip cams? Little cheap-ass, little hardly no zoom having camcorders. And a couple of the scenes, I had my wife at the time hold the camera for me. But basically, I did that whole video myself, edited it with Windows Movie Maker, and did it all. The filming, the editing, and the uploading all took 8 hours that day. And that's why I was so proud of it. But anyway, there's your answer, Jamie. Yeah, it was, man. I'm not ashamed to say it, Jamie. That was a great damn video. And, you know, I caught a lot of shit from a lot of people too, because at the time, you know, I had pretty much just started making YouTube videos, and I'd pour my guts out on YouTube back then. I'd tell everybody anything, and just do it for the comments. I've tried that a couple of times, General, and people are on to me about the cow tipping videos. But yeah, I caught a lot of shit about that Van Zandt video too from people, because of the addiction thing, and you're making fun of people with addictions, and I'm like, dude, have you not watched any of my videos? I'm a freaking recovering addict myself. And back then when I made that video, I was like a brand new recovering addict. I'm talking like first few months of my recovery. So, yeah, well, I don't know about the big and famous thing, Aaron. I've been big all my life. And I've never been famous. Probably never will be, and that's fine too. Famous people go through a lot of shit. You ever notice that? They can't go out to eat. They can't go shopping. Somehow, I think I could probably live with that, though. What about you guys? You hear people all the time, man, I wish I could just go to a mall and walk around. And, okay. Well, here, Mr. Mall owner, here's $1 million. Can we shut your mall down for a few hours so I can walk around? You like that one, General? I did another video about Fulmer, and I can't even find it now. I think it was about Fulmer. Not like the first year he got canned, where I was walking around my house all sad and playing sad music, and you see me sitting at the desk crying, and you can't see what I'm looking at, but the video goes on for like 3 or 4 minutes, and I'm sitting there crying, squalling, and then the camera zooms in, and it's me looking at a picture of Philip Fulmer. Like, I want you back, Phil. That was a good one too, I thought. It didn't do as well as I thought it would. Yeah, that's a good idea, Aaron. I think that might do good locally. But I don't know. 3 hot takes you can see for 2019 college football season. I've got some hopefully big stuff coming up this football season, Aaron. High school speakingly that you guys will never notice and never be aware of because it's behind the scenes stuff. But it's, for this channel, it's critical and important stuff if it works out for me and goes through. So you guys keep your fingers crossed for me that I make this stuff work and make it happen. I'm going to be knocking on a lot of doors, let's just say, here locally over the next month or so. Because this will be the last well, not the last year of a great run, but we lost 27 seniors last year, and we've got a pretty good senior class coming back this year. But, you know, you don't go through the run that this team just went through and expect to continue it year after year if your name is not Maryville High School or Alcoa High School. Would you let me join you at a Greenville game this season? I've never watched Greenville play live. Sure, Aaron. I mean, yeah. If you can get up here, man, come on up. We only got 4 home games this year. I don't even know who all we have at home. Man, our home schedule might not be the greatest this year. Haven't seen it yet. We play at Powell to open the season. That might be a good game for you to come to, and that'd be pretty close to you, I would imagine. You think so, Matt? Name the 4. I'd say Fulmer probably thinks he can still coach, General. You never been to a Greenville game yourself either, Michael? Well, except for the West Green game, yeah. Those weren't really games. Those were scrimmages that weren't even good scrimmages. Man, you missed the boat on that one, Michael. That team last year was the team to come see. I mean, like I said, this team this year is going to be great too. But they're going to probably maybe, you know, and I probably shouldn't even say this. I don't want to depart any bad mojo on them, but this team may lose a game or 2 this year, you know, which hasn't happened in a while. And the question will be to see how they handle it. Worst year was a rain-soaked year when Dustin Moore ran all over us. Michael, where did you play? 3 boldest takes from last year. 1, Tennessee will beat a team they're not supposed to. 2, Florida will go 7-5. Vandy goes 0-8. Yeah, Tennessee did beat 2 teams they were supposedly not supposed to. Although I'm never going to say Tennessee's not supposed to beat Kentucky. Sorry, just ain't saying it. Not with a serious breath. I mean, oh, okay. Yeah, man, so you're probably still a Cherokee fan, I'm assuming. My man Cody's struggling down there at Cherokee right now. Cody Ball. Thanks, Uncle Lou. Appreciate it, man. I addressed last night's situation at the beginning. I don't know if you were in here. Let's see. A few years back, Maryville Alcoa played on ESPN. Yeah, I remember that. You were at the game? Cool. Yeah, that was amazing, Aaron. Just to get an East Tennessee high school team on ESPN was amazing enough. Last year is when, damn it, ESPN should have came up here and covered a high school team that I know wears green. I would love to have seen Maryville and Greenville play last year. Really, honestly, don't think you guys would have been able to hang with us, but we'll never know. At least that gives us something to debate on for a while. You're correct, Space Mountain. Uncle Lou is the man. No doubt about it. I'm very proud of and happy for Uncle Lou because me and Uncle Lou go way back on here. Many of you may or may not remember the podcast beginning. You know, me and ACP Carter and Uncle Lou and Magnum working for Spreaker with an R. Remember that one, Uncle Lou? It's Spreaker with an R. That guy was an idiot. And by the way, congratulations to Magnum, who is a new father. And doing quite an amazing job, I see. Any thoughts on transferring in college? Yeah, I got some thoughts on that. Are you talking about like graduate transfers or kids that come in, they're on the team a year, and then all of a sudden decide they want to go somewhere else? Well, I guess I don't remember that one, Uncle Lou. Probably a good thing. I don't remember a lot of things. I don't remember things from last night, so remembering something that far back is probably out of the question. Just kids that want out? I don't know, Dominator. I mean, clearly as humans, we all have the right to change our mind. Michael, let me answer this other question first and then remind me that, and I'll try and answer it as fairly as possible. Obviously, Dominator, the graduate transfers are perfectly fine, but as far as kids that go to school, play a year, or sit on the bench a year and decide they want to go somewhere else, it's their personal choice. And then you got the ones like Jalen Hurd, who at the time I wanted to call Jalen Turd for what we all thought was bailing on his team. The kid got beat to death on social media for it. And as it turns out, when the truth all came out, Jalen Hurd was well within his rights to get the hell out of Knoxville and probably should have done it sooner if truth be known. So obviously for me, I think it depends on the circumstance, Dominator. Some of them do. I agree. Some of them probably do because they get in there and they can't hang. And they're like, oh shit, this is tougher than I thought. So they bail. So that's kind of a tough question. I try and when I think about things like that, I try and look at it from the perspective of if it was my kid. So just imagine your son, Dominator. It's his first year in college. He's playing, he's recruited by Miami. And he goes to Miami. You're excited, your son, that's your boy. He's going to Miami. He's a Cane. Oh, my God, I'm going to die and go to heaven right now. Well, he gets down to Miami, and all of a sudden the competition's a little tough. He can't hack it, and so he decides to transfer and go somewhere else. Chances are you're going to be like, son, I love you. Do what you think is best. Even though, you'd love to see him stay at Miami. That's the way I try to look at stuff like that. Don't always work out that way because you guys that have been watching me for a long time and Dominator, I know we don't know each other that well. But I'm pretty well known for not having a filter and speaking my mind on just about anything and everything. So when it comes to stuff like that, I try to look at it again. As if it were my child. That's the best I can do on that one. I forgot about the women's Final Four, the UConn Invitational is going on tonight. Soccer. I think, Michael, you asked me that. High school soccer is okay. Professional soccer, World Cup soccer, I tried. I gave it my level best. I can't watch professional soccer. It's just too boring to me. Forgive me, but I like sports where points are scored. And 1-0. That's not sports to me. That's just exercise. So I think they should all time, Jamie, or currently. I think soccer would be way more exciting if they gave them sticks, not to hit the ball with, just like a couple of sticks to carry around, where they could beat each other over the head with them. Make the goals about twice the size they are, and if you're going to make the goals twice the size, then make kind of like, how they have a 3-point line in basketball around the key, make like a scoring line down there around the goal. Can't score a goal if you're inside that line. I don't know. Those are just a couple ideas. Kind of like full contact golf. Wouldn't that be fun? Let's see. Favorite golfer of all time. Probably the Golden Bear, excuse me. Even though he was widely considered to be an asshole by a lot of people. Favorite golfer I've ever met, Calvin Peete. I don't know if you guys remember him. Was it Raymond Floyd? Yeah, Raymond Floyd was a douchebag in person. I got to meet a lot of golfers back in '82 at the Memorial up in Muirfield, Dublin, Ohio. I don't have a current favorite. Currently, my favorite is Rory because he's who I have in the Masters pool. So, this next upcoming weekend, he will be my favorite. Do not like Tiger. I think Tiger's a shithead. And there you go. GHS girls lost the best soccer coach ever. I did not know that, Pop. Yeah, I feel you on that one, Dominator. Baseball. All right, General, take care, my friend. John Daly. Yeah, how do you not like that dude? Jamie, he actually made fun of me. John Daly actually made fun of me on a show back after the Lane Kiffin video. And, dude, he did it wearing like a tiger-striped suit. I wish I could find that. I used to have a copy, like I filmed part of it to put on here. That was hilarious. But Pop, you'll have to forgive my ignorance. I don't know who their coach was, and I should know that. I should know all of the Greenville sports coaches, to be honest. But I don't. So my apologies. UT has been needing a good QB for years. We need to scout a good passing QB. We have good wide receivers, but can't get them the ball. Dominator, to be fair, we really don't know whether or not JG is any good or not. We haven't been able to keep him upright for a full game yet. Funny daily stories. Oh, I can imagine Uncle Lou. That dude, John Daly. You know, I take that back. John Daly may be he may be my favorite all-time golfer just because of, you know, the big fat guy smoking a cigar. He was like the anti-golfer. You know, he's the guy that the powers that be at Augusta probably hated that dude. JG would be better out west. Well, Michael, a lot of Tennessee fans think JG would be better anywhere than here just because they don't like him. I'd like to give him a fair shot. All right, Aaron, thanks as always for stopping in, man. Good talking to you. And we'll definitely get together on a football game this year. Come next week to Hound Dogs. You guys need to come. If you're going to the spring game next Saturday, you have no excuse not to come to Hound Dogs. Be there about 10:30 or 11. Myself, Catfish, Billy Ratliff, Jesse, co-owner of Hound Dogs, obviously will be there. And there may be some surprise VFLs join us that day. I think Billy's working on that right as we speak. Yeah, we do, Matt and Dominator. You know, we got to have an offensive line. I don't know where you heard that, man. Who out of our offensive line would be projected to go high in the NFL draft? They might go to the NFL draft high, but they probably won't go high in the NFL draft. Trey Smith, you know, granted, if he's healthy, he would probably be a reasonably above mid-round draft pick, maybe first round. But I think last year hurt him, missing so much time. I don't know what's going on with him now. I haven't been reading up like I should be with it being this close to spring game. But that's for people like Uncle Lou. You know, Uncle Lou is I'm a college football junkie, but Uncle Lou is the guy that, you know, that does the research. And hell, he probably knows more about our roster than I do, sadly. Nope, Uncle Lou. See, I just sit there and complimented you, and now you want to say Rosen is a human trash can. Rosen is not a human trash can. He's more like a human pixie stick. You know? And I'm glad. I hope we get rid of him, and I hope we draft, what's his bucket 1st next week or whenever the NFL draft. When is the NFL draft? I know it's here shortly. And it's from Nashville this year, so that's awesome. Yeah, that's true, Dominator. And, we won't even know how good this Wanye Morris dude is or the other big offensive line guy that we got. It's just hard to say. Well, you know what? In Rosen's defense, I will go to bat for Rosen. He had the same kind of offensive line last year that Tennessee had. I mean, he was just getting abused. But I didn't like the pick. I personally didn't like the pick myself. Cattle Dog loves Rosen. But I haven't asked him. Yeah, I hear you. Are you Dominator? I didn't know that. See, there's a lot of shit we don't know about each other. Later, Jamie. Thanks, man. A lot of things we don't know. I had no idea you were as big a sports fan as you are. But that's cool. God, what's his name? Oh, Kyler Murray. Seems to be what's going on with the Cardinals. It's great that we've got the first pick, but on the flip side of that, it's terrible that we got the first pick. So what are you going to do? A lot of people thought that they might use that as trade bait. I don't know. No. I don't want Bosa. I do not want Bosa. I don't know why it is, but I just don't like that guy, man. Yeah, definitely. I understand that, Dominator. What do I think about the Browns? Man, I'm not going to lie, all day, Vols. I've kind of become a Browns fan since last year. I'm not going to bail on the Cardinals to become a Browns fan by any stretch, but they were fun to watch last year, man. Especially that last game. Was it against the Steelers? Or was it the Ravens? Anyway, their very last game last year. Oh, they were so close to totally upsetting the apple cart last year. And, we'll see if Baker is the real deal or if he was just a flash in the pan. Personally, I think unless he gets hurt, he's the real deal. I think he's a good motivator even for dudes older than him. Those guys just seem like they want to play guys want to play for a dude like Baker, even though he could come off as a douchebag and, a smart ass. But if you're playing like him, who's going to say anything? All those guys can be douchebags. Ego is, part of it for those guys. No. See, yeah, Richard, that's a conception. Maybe a misconception about Bosa. I don't know. Anytime somebody decides to pass on not their senior year, but on their last year, before their said sport is going to draft them, automatically gets called a quitter. But you have to look at it from their perspective too, and that's hard to do sometimes, especially if you're a fan of said team and said player. You want that dude out there. Buckeye fans, I guarantee you, wanted Bosa's ass out there on the field last year. But if we're being realistic, he's, let's just say, protecting his investment, which is himself. And probably, Matt, I probably will definitely stream the first round. We'll see how long I stream that night. Yeah, I got to do it, Dominator, especially since the Cardinals have the first pick. I don't think there'll be any great drama on the first few picks. There rarely is any drama anymore in the NFL draft. Occasionally you'll have a surprise or a shocker here and there. But, I guess the big thing about the draft nowadays are the side stories that they bring up and show us. And the socks these guys wear, and the suits they wear, and how they're dressed, and, you know, how long Billy Bob's been sitting in the back waiting for the phone call, and, you know, stuff like that. That's kind of fun to watch. Who was the quarterback a few years ago? It wasn't Johnny, was it? Johnny Manziel? Some quarterback that ended up going into the second day without getting picked. And he was kind of projected to be a pretty high draft pick. And the poor kid just sat back there, you know, pick after pick after pick. And you couldn't help but feel sorry for the dude. Kraft will go to the Browns now. Kraft needs to just pack it in. Pack it in, man, and get the hell out of Dodge. What's up, Tristan? Sorry about moving my camera. I just jacked up everything there, didn't I? Aaron went a little bit farther, I think, than people were expecting. Boy, that worked out well for him, didn't it? Incidentally, who do you guys think is the best quarterback? And okay, Brady aside, who do you guys think is the best quarterback the last 5 years? And let me rephrase that. So you got 2 minutes to go. Your team's down 5. You got no timeouts, and you're starting from your own 5-yard line. Who do you want at quarterback? Michael knows what I'm asking. He goes, Andrew Luck. Who do you want as your quarterback? I want, I want Aaron Rodgers, personally. I know a lot of people would say Brady. Still can't believe that friggin' guy ended up being as good as he is. That's understandable, Dominator. Luck's a good one. Mahomes. Well, I said last 5 years, Richard. We need to give Mahomes a little more time. That dude did some amazing stuff this year. Foles, that's funny. You got to be... Kaepernick, there you go, Pop. I was waiting for somebody to pick Kaepernick. Now, if the question had been, you got 5 seconds till the Star-Spangled Banner and you need a quarterback to kneel, you know, then yeah, Kaepernick's your guy. Yeah, the NFL, most popular pro sport right now, obviously, you know. Yeah, Captain Obvious. But a lot of pro sports are struggling right now. Racing, you know, NASCAR. In a big world of hurt right now. And that's a good question, George. How would Tennessee fare in the Big Ten? They'd win it, of course. NASCAR, in trouble. And this is NASCAR's biggest week outside of Daytona to a lot of people, Bristol. It's Bristol, baby. You know, there was a time not too long ago where you couldn't get a ticket to the Bristol race, you know, spring or summer, spring or night, day or night race. They're giving them away now. No, I don't, Shooter. I just don't watch a lot of hockey. Now, I watch it when we get deep into the playoffs. And I watched some of the Preds last year when they had the good run? I do know one thing. I love the Predators goalie's name. I mean, how do you not like a guy named Pecker? I know his name's not Pecker. But Pekka Rinne, say it fast, Pekka Rinne. When I first heard his name, I was like, you kidding me? This dude's name's Pecker? I'm a names guy. I like funny names. I could sit and read a Chinese phone book all night and get complete amusement out of it. Sorry about that. Yeah, me too, Tristan. We all do. This suckery for Tennessee has gotten past old. I mean, Tennessee has lost all of its respect in the nation. Nobody fears, respects, or sadly even gives a shit about Tennessee anymore outside of Tennessee. And until they get that, I hate the word swag, until they get their swag back, it's going to be a minute before people give a shit about Tennessee football. I hated Dale Earnhardt when he was alive. Sadly, when he passed away, I started watching all the Earnhardt specials on his life, and I started really liking the guy. And 2021, huh, Michael? I'll go with that. No, that's too far away. I'll take it, but that's too far away. Little Barry, Evan Barry? Is that who you're talking about? That's a good question. Talk to your good friend Google, Dominator. Was he a senior? Somebody help me out here. I'm assuming that he... Damn it, Evan Barry, he didn't play last year. Did he make an NFL roster? Haas, according to our good buddy Gate City Blue Devil, apparently, yes, I will be hopefully at least one Skybox game during the regular season. But that's all Gate City Blue Devils doings there. I'll be in the Skybox next week for the spring game. Oh, okay, Dominator. I thought for sure somebody'd pick him up as a damn kick returner, if nothing else. But there's so few kick returns anymore. Georgia added Clemson and some more notable out-of-conference teams. Right, wow, really? Georgia and Clemson used to play a lot, Michael. T wouldn't use the Tennessee job as a stepping stone for the Bama job either. Yeah, hey, let me tell you something, Matt. I know. Whoa, that's not good. What the hell happened there? That's terrible. I don't know if that's on my... Okay, that was on my headphones. You would think not, but, if Alabama comes calling, I hate to say it, but if Alabama and Nick Saban come calling for an assistant, 99.9% of people are going to go. I mean, wouldn't you? I probably wouldn't. At this late stage of my coaching career, I would probably stay at Tennessee. Probably, as Uncle Lou says. I'd probably stay at Tennessee. If I'm making bank, of course. For me, making anything over $11,000 a year is making bank. So it wouldn't take Tennessee much at all to get me. You guys spread the word. Next time you see Philip Fulmer, talk to him and tell him. And Pruitt, when you see Pruitt, tell him, hey, BVD's a coach. You guys can get him cheap and see, if we can get me a job on the UT staff. I could coach the water boys. I could coach the trainers. But most importantly, I could coach the cheerleaders. I could coach the male cheerleaders, because they need help learning how to hold those girls up. And I can do that for them. I would do that for them, and I'd do it cheap. The state of Alabama has nothing going on for them but football. That's pretty much the truth, Michael. They do have beach. They do have beaches. They've got that going. They got mountains. They got that going for them. They've got Birmingham, which is the nation's leading producer of iron, I think. I could be wrong about that. Iron, or Birmingham is or was, and may still be. Hoss, you can help me out with this if you're still in here. Isn't Birmingham like the Pittsburgh of the South? Because of all the iron that comes out of there. Or used to come out of there. I don't know if it still does or not. Someone way smarter than me can probably answer that. There you go. There you go, Hoss said you. Hoss, since we still got you in here, man, what do you think about The Walking Dead? Was that finale last week ass or what? I thought it was garbage. But yeah, Michael, other than beaches and mountains and Hoss 4107, Alabama doesn't have a whole lot going for them, the state. Yeah, you know, we like to make fun, but there's a lot of good people in Alabama, especially down in Greenbow, Alabama, which incidentally is not a real place. Can't believe Rick left. Rick. Help me out here, Rick. Hard to top the heads on the spikes at the previous episode. Yeah, that was good. But see, Hoss, Rick, duh. All that did was build us up for this season finale that turned out to be shit. That's my opinion. I think they needed Negan more. And that's just my opinion. Do you watch The Walking Dead, Dominator? What do you and Jackie watch? Do you guys have any shows you watch together? Alright, Michael. Always fun, brother. Take care. Yeah, I gotta go here in the next, 15, 20 minutes. I'll try and stay on till 11. Don't know if I'll make it that far. Yeah, it was, man. To me, it was terrible. It was boring. There was no finale to it whatsoever, you know? Yeah. I mean, hit that like button. I keep forgetting to say that, man. See, I cannot get in the habit of telling you guys to hit the like button. I guess I need to go to the bad dog school of asking for likes. Yeah, I like stuff like that. I really love the Alaskan shows. Any show involving Alaska, I like it. Oh, wait a minute. That may be an early call to go pick up the roommate. Timeout? Oh, there's no way you guys are getting out of there early. 50 lawnmowers left to make. They will probably be dicks. Okay. Yeah, they'll probably be dicks, be my guess. My roommate works for a local manufacturing plant that makes a particular green and yellow apparatus that is most commonly found in farm fields and lawns. So you can use your best judgment there. Wait a minute. Matt, you would not what? What are some of my favorite movies of all times? Oh, man. This question seems to always come up in here. And that's fine. Welcome, Tiger War Eagle. Be pulling for Bruce tomorrow. Favorite movies of all time? It Ain't Got No Gas in It. What's that from? If you guys can't guess that, you've never watched a movie in your life. Smokey and the Bandit. It's legendary. If you don't like Smokey and the Bandit, you're not American. That's just all there is to it. And that goes for females, too. Same with Sling Blade. If you don't like Sling Blade, there's something wrong with your brain wiring. Forrest Gump. Always a good one. Any football movie, really. You rarely, in my opinion, see a bad... Yep, I was thinking Green Mile earlier, too. You very rarely see a bad football movie. I'd barbecue your ass in molasses. There is no way that you come from my loins. Oh, man, Tristan, the NBA sucks. That's just my opinion. That is one sport I cannot stand. My favorite team sucks. You know, there's just nothing good to me about the NBA. Cannonball Run, not necessarily one of my favorites. George, where are you from? Do I know you personally? I know a George here in town. No, I have not, Tiger. We are Marshall. There you go, Matt. Quick story, very quick story. My step-grandfather was supposed to be on that plane. That is a true story, Matt. He was a very large Marshall booster back then. And, you know, there were boosters on that plane. And that particular weekend, my step-grandmother was feeling ill. I will not disclose why she was feeling ill, but she just wasn't feeling good, and he had to stay home with her that weekend. Otherwise, he would have been on that plane. Steph Curry. No, I have not, Matt, believe it or not. I've not seen that. Dude, I went through 3 decades without seeing E.T. You know, Star Wars, one of the most popular movies in the history of cinema, I have still not seen. Can you believe that? I've tried 3 or 4 times to watch that movie, and I just can't do it. It's just stupid to me. Which movie, Tiger, are you talking about? Where Bear Bryant's played by John, however you say his last name, Vault. Oh, okay. Oh, I bet that is good. Is that like in theaters now, Tiger, or is it on demand? Hey, I do too, Matt. I'm a big fan of JG. I hope he has huge success this year. And you can tell by Tristan's comments, a lot of people don't like JG. Your son is spot on, Hoss. E.T. is freaky looking. How old is he again? I should know at least within a couple of years how old he is, but I'm guessing a number in my head, and you tell me how old he is, and I'll tell you if I was within 2 years. Let's see. Dominator, you're talking about JG, not good? Okay, I was thinking 10, Hoss. Yeah, maybe he'll watch it when he gets a little older. Who remembers, Tristan wants to know, who remembers the Hail Mary against Georgia? I certainly don't. You like Tyler Bray? I met Tyler Bray's dad in the Stokely Athletic Center bathroom, and I had it on video. It may still be on here on video. I don't know if I took it down or not. I've got over 1,000 videos on here, so I can't remember what I've taken down. But that was crazy, meeting Tyler Bray's dad. They wouldn't let us watch practice, including the parents. So you could go up to I think it was the 2nd floor of Stokely Athletic Center in the bathroom and open the window and watch practice from up there. And he and I were both up there watching Tyler practice. He was lazy and he was a shithead, Dominator, which, based on some of the stuff his dad told me that day, was really kind of shocking. Who threw the Hail Mary, Tristan? Who won that game between Tennessee and Georgia? Did Georgia... Had to be Georgia throwing a Hail Mary on us because we haven't beaten them in forever. Dominator, Tyler Bray was, from all accounts, an amazing golf ball thrower and beer can thrower. Or was it beer bottles? He was throwing either beer cans or beer bottles off the second floor into the dumpster. Tristan, you're talking about the Dobnail boot. I'm just messing with you, man. Of course we saw that game. That was a classic. That game is what elevated Uncle Lou to the top. His reaction video. That's a reaction video where not a word was said for 5 minutes, and it was great. It was the perfect reaction, because I've been through that so many times with Tennessee. At the end of the game when they lose, and you're just standing there in stunned silence. Da, 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 da. Yeah, there were some good ones for that one for sure, Hoss. How long we been going? I probably need to do the boot, scoot, and boogie here pretty quick. I know we've been going for an hour. Yeah, an hour and 20 minutes. Man, we're all impressive. We've been going for an hour and 20 minutes. I haven't been able to do that since I was like 17 or 18. But on bump. Oh, absolutely, Dominator. Can't forget that one. Oh, the Florida fans were so pissed off at that, too. I think I can't. I was going to try and tell you which was my favorite game witnessing live in Neyland Stadium, but there's so many good ones. Have you been to a game, Dominator, at Neyland Stadium? I don't think I ever got to take Jackie to a game. I've taken Kayla to a couple. 3? Does it say 3 or 9? It looks like a 3 from here. Games were so different when I was coming up, Dominator. They're no fun to me anymore, to be honest with you. I mean, clearly, if we were winning, the games would be a lot more fun. And all right, Roland. Clearly, they'd be a lot more fun if we were winning. But and I've said this probably a billion times in videos recently, I can't do the packed crowd thing anymore. I just can't do it. I don't have the patience. I'm too easily annoyed. I'm like ACP Carr said it. I'm the blue hair now that I used to raise hell about in the West stands. But I will make some noise. I mean, I don't carry on for the whole game. But I'll help out with the crowd noise when it's critical. There's 90-some thousand people there to make a racket. They don't need my old fat ass chiming in. Plus, it takes too much out of me to yell. But my favorite place now, if I'm not in the skybox with Gate City Blue Devil, is up in the top. What's Up Volunteer Roadshow is up in the very top of the north end zone in the covered chair-backed section. Because you can go up there, and if there's an empty seat, it's chair-backed and it's comfortable. And if there's not an empty seat, you can stand at the very top back there and lean up against the rail, and the ushers won't mess with you. Or at least they haven't me yet. So, there you go. Yeah, I'm getting ready to bail in a few minutes anyway, Catfish. So, yeah. Nope, not happening, Hoss. everybody, I may tell the Lionel Richie story sometime when there's adults only in here. So, therefore, it's probably never going to be told. That's a classic, too, Hoss. I might tell you that story sometime. I'm pretty sure I got your phone number. I have to tell you that story sometime. It'd crack you up. Yeah, I know. But when I tell it to you, Hoss, you'll understand why I can't tell it in here. See, we got a 13-year-old in here. I got to be careful what I say in here. And you guys know me. What's up, Smokey Coon? It's hard for me, to keep from saying cuss words. What is Sweet Home Alabama about? I can answer that, Daniel. It's about a really crappy football team in Tuscaloosa that wishes they were Tennessee. Just not right now. I will kill you, Catfish. I'm not afraid to kill a man over a story. I've killed for less. I've cut a man just to watch him die. You know why? Because he brought my gas jug back to me. I looked in it and I said, "It ain't got no gas in it." Yeah, typically, Dominator, this has always been a rated R. R to TVMA to, not triple X, because that usually involves nakedness, and that ain't happening on here. What's up, Dean? Yeah, I know, Tristan. Everybody, well, not everybody. Hoss don't cuss. A lot of people. Volunteer says, "I don't like cussing." You should not did that. I don't know what you're talking about, Catfish. Catfish says, "I don't like cussing out smoking." Everyone should cuss out smoking, because smoking's bad, okay? That's a good question, Matt. That's the $40 question. Well, it bothers me, Dominator, because, you say you don't like it, but that don't mean you don't do it. The cussing thing, Dominator, and the vulgarity, and some of the things I say on here, if some of the powers that be at GHS saw that, they might reconsider my accessibility to their facilities, if you know what I mean. But yeah, a lot of people like it. Or not like it, but they think it makes the videos more funny, I guess. Funnier. Yeah, see, it is tough, man. If you watched any of my Tennessee basketball live streams down the stretch, if you haven't, go back and watch some of them, because at the end there was some pretty crude comments by me, but I can't help it. I mean, that's just the effect they had on me. But since Catfish is here now, I think this would be an appropriate time to shut the stream down before he comes in here and wrecks the whole thing. Actually, I've got to take a shower. Need to take a shower. That way, when my roommate gets home and wants to take a hot shower after a hard night's work, he'll have a nice cold shower waiting on him. That's just mean, isn't it? Now we got pretty quick recovery time on our water heater. See, you thought I was going to say hot water heater, didn't you? That's something Catfish would say, hot water heater. That's true, Catfish. Sometimes cussing is the way to go. Hey, take care, be safe, see you, bye, Catfish. Yep. Appreciate it, Dominator. You too, my man. Hoss, as always, thanks. Thanks to everybody that showed up tonight. All 40,000 of you. We'll do it again maybe tomorrow night. We'll see what's going on. Depends on who else is streaming. You know, it gets too much competition in here, and you know, then people have to decide where they want to go, and I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, and I don't want mine to get hurt. You guys have a good one. Good night. Better tomorrow. All that good stuff. Be cool with yourself, and I can't figure out how to stop the stream now. Dang it. I bet if I go over here and click stop streaming, that'll do